Hello world and welcome to Space Engineers. Yes, this is the first of what is going to be kind of update sort of build diaries of just casual, because yeah, Space Engineers isn't really something I can sit here and actually record a video of building, and I don't think there's many people who actually do that. I might do like silent kind of little mumbly live streams or something if I feel particularly in a big build mood in the future. But what this is going to be like, I'm going to be building something or working on something, and then I'll do a video to show you or test something out, that sort of deal. And this is the world we've got so far. Now if I move the camera a bit, you'll notice that we're actually in a minefield, or just beyond a little minefield. It's a thin band going on for about nearly a kilometre across, which is nice. And these are all they're stations, but they're the new warhead block, and my frame rate kind of goes a little bit pants when I'm going through them. And this has actually only just happened, so I might actually remove the field, fly something in it and detonate them eventually, get rid of it. But down here we've got the target area. I've kind of designated areas. This area is where we test projectile weapons, which is so far just a couple of cannon I've tested a cannon and got rid of the cannon. It was terrible. But yeah, we've got one layer thick with an internal wall, 2 layers of armor with an internal wall, and then just a massive layer of armor. They're painted with numbers, of course, so 1, 2, 1 layer, 2 layers, and then loads of layers, as you do. That's the big ship up there I'm constructing. It's I'm not too sure about the midsection there. We'll get to that in a moment. The little starter asteroid I've started to hollow out. Come on, game. Why are you frame rate tanking today? You shouldn't be getting too much lag. Here you can actually see the minefield in a more greater aspect. Up there, it's kind of a band. But there's a lot of them. It's going to be fun to fly something into that. I've begun to hollow out this asteroid, my miner over there. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of twitchy frame rate on this one. I'm not quite sure. It wasn't doing this just now. It's either fraps or something. I might look into see if I can increase the RAM that's allocated to Space Engineers. Since we're 64-bit now, I should be able to do something with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is the entrance. This is all under construction. There's nothing really here, to be honest. I was just digging a hole. Why? For more hole. So I got the little scout vehicle in there, and I took the grav generator out of here, so rocks are kind of floating about. And this is my little runabout that I have. It's locked down to the ground at the moment. Okay, this is becoming almost unmanageable. This frame rate issue. It appears to actually be fraps. Yeah, I'm just building kind of a little base on top of here. I hollowed out the whole top and everything. There's going to be a little landing pad on here. And I built a Gundam! This is our Gundam. Of course all the weapons work now, so this is ridiculously silly. Yeah, it's a little Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam. All this is locked down to the ground, but here's the cockpit. Such a lovely view, such skill. And 1. Lovely jubbly. And 2. And missiles. Lovely. Lovely jubbly there. And this baby over here, there's one over there, I'll take that one off. This is the Barat gunship. It is 36 missile tubes, missile launchers. 6 either side, stacked 3 deep. 5 machine guns underneath. And some nice camouflage, which is quite nice, quite effective. 2 cockpits. Quite good at accelerating. It's got a lot of engines, a lot of redundant reactors. Turning, not so good in the sense of braking turn. Rotational turns, very nice though. It's just a very heavy, light attack ship thing. There should be another. There is one up here, and we'll give this one a bit of a buzz. In fact, we'll drive this one through the minefield just for the sake of showing off the minefield. Come here. Yeah, you've got all the landing gear on the bottom. I've been having kind of casual fun with this game, coming back to it every now and again and just building things. It's yeah, we can turn pretty nice. Where's that old minefield? There it is. Let's give ourselves an acceleration. Let's turn on that, shall we? She's not the fastest acceleration, but what she has is that and a massive salvo. Just delicious. We might even actually be able to blow ourselves a hole through the minefield. No? Probably best to do that at the right range of... But we're accelerating into the minefield now. This should be fun. Oh, we're gonna make it! We're gonna make it! Oh, yes! It's meant for anti-capital ship, really. Oh, I want to do it again. I want to explode. I want to explode. As you can see, she only really has really strong engines, you know, firing backwards, or forwards rather, so it takes a while for her to break. The idea is that do like a Babylon 5 kind of maneuver, where you fly at a ship off to one side, you disable inertial dampeners, and then you just do missile sweeps as you pass it, which will kind of collide along its length. Yeah. So it's fun though. It's really nice though. A couple of radar dishes. I'm not sure whether they're what they're going to actually affect once they're all working in the game. Alright, let's fly through this dense area. Are we going to make it this time? Oh, so close. So close. Oh, what'd you do today? Well, I played chicken with a minefield. You know, we could just fly its length. The density of these to actually stop smaller ships has to be incredible, so... And, I don't know, for mass... Thing is, you're never going to affect... A minefield in space is not a case of, well, I want to trap things in a minefield and have them explode. It's, you literally want to stop someone using that area of space. Like, if we created like a 2 by 5 kilometer wall of mines, what we'd create is the need for the ship to... That's going to hit. Oh god, obliterated. Oh, look at that disintegration, and she is gone. That was 2 mines, or possibly 3. Wow, these things are absolutely brutal. Yeah, the idea is that, see, you've got a big wall of mines. They're really hard to actually see on the screen, aren't they? But what you do is you force ships to have to come up and over or under them, which you would then obviously have those places more fortified with anti-ship weaponry. Come on, get over there. Got some lovely gold up there by the looks of it. Yeah, I've been working on this ship in stages. I've built kind of like a Star Trek style dock, or a shipyard near it, so come on, let's go up there. Behave, little jetpack, behave. I can't turn the lights on these arms because it drops it to like 2 frames, and we've got gravity over here, so it's a little harder to move. I don't really need my lights on, but yeah, this is the ship so far. There's the shipyard arms. This is the main engine assembly, which is stepped. If I can bring myself around it, I'm going to turn that back off because you don't need to see all the stuff beacons all over the map, because I get lost easily otherwise. Yeah, sort of a stepped engines. I think they goes 3 deep. They go 3 deep. This is actually quite maneuverable at the moment, but we don't have a gyro room in yet. Have to create a gyro room. These bumps on the side contain the reverse engines and all the maneuvering thrusters. I originally just had 3 rooms on each side up here, but I've kind of put dead windows in here just for aesthetics. I'm still working on this side. It looks a little bit bland, obviously symmetry. I'm not going to do anything super fancy. I like the style I got going on the back here, which is using the double slopes as kind of ridges and spines. and then going with the white bands to colour them in. We've kind of got that a little bit underneath as well. We can just spin around and get dizzy, see there. But yeah, this is all very... what I did is I just extruded the edge out and then worked from that. This will be like a little shuttle bay through deck. I've just put some doors on it. They don't do anything, they're just blocks. But the idea is you have 2 or 3 shuttles in here just for manoeuvring about and doing various things. It's not a battleship, it's not a warship of any kind. It's just a kind of run-of-the-mill transport ship, really. Small cruise ship. Let's get up here. We've got this. Let's turn the lights on. This balcony sort of deal. We come out here. This is the kind of the main stairwell corridor. And if we continue up, we go to the sort of the main deck almost. This will come out here. This is completely undone, but these are 2 identical corridors that go above the cargo hold. I didn't want a case of you having to go out into the docking bay rather, or whatever hangar. I didn't want you to have to go out there to travel to the forward end of the ship, so I mean it seems a little bit dangerous. Here are the crew quarters, very sparse. There's 6 of these, just all along here. Then we come back here and we've got the maintenance shaft all the way down, which goes into this, which is a 3-level reactor room. I'm quite pleased with how this turned out. We got our reactor cores, well, the actual reactors themselves, but we kind of decked it out a bit. This room was quite hollow and open. I'm kind of trying to build this ship's rooms from the inside and then skin them on the outside. So if we... I won't take the ladder down just yet. We'll go back down the stairwell, because ladders are fun, if anyone's dealt with the ladders. And we continue on down the stairwell, back down the stairwell. That leads out to the hangar. If we come through here, this is just a cargo hold. I was thinking about having some kind of recessed panel in the floor possibly, which would indicate floor loading, but I figured they'd just have the actual crates in here like all the time and they would just store things in here. They're probably flat pack crates. This is another look at that's the way we were on up there. Now we're under here, and I've used these assemblers as kind of like detail pieces, and these kind of pillars, I've run them along here like this, and it was kind of reminiscent to me of like an old sea ship, well, or any sea ship to be honest, where you have your propeller, your drive shafts for your propellers. So I wanted that down there. We've got the big old refineries as just general detail pieces. That's only accessible by the ladder down there, and there's a little computer down there. That ladder is solely on this side, which is here, and that goes all the way down, or all the way back up to the top. So it's kind of like a little Jeffries tube, which is nice. And that comes out here, which was the top level. Now, if we go back to the stairwell, it's kind of like an impromptu tour of an unbuilt ship. This will eventually get coloured in, but the inside's going to have to stay relatively grey. We'll go up into the neck, which is kind of heavily armoured, but once again, outside bridge, very unsafe. Anyone building a real ship for combat would never put a bridge on the top. It's bad. I mean, one shot, this is all 1 block thin. Those new missile launchers of a small ship will literally tear this thing off entirely. I've done it. It just shreds it entirely. But yeah, this is the bridge, and I'm kind of having a little attack here, jumping up and down. I kind of just wanted to make it look pretty, to be honest, out here. And that looks on. We've got these spines continuing on. As for what else to go on this ship, I'm really not sure. We're going to have the little shuttle bay with a couple of little runabouts in, very tiny. Nothing too posh. We can get out here, can't we? This is the neck. Let's just turn jetpack on. One of these buttons is a jetpack. There it is. There we go. Yeah, there's the 2 corridors, and there's the hangar underneath. Very thin wall along this line, as you can see. So I might redo the entire sides and have this come back out wider. The thing is, I didn't want this too obscured. I might actually have to rip these sides completely off and bring them out a block or 2. Just make the whole ship wider. But really, not really sure. Not really sure. I tell you what we could do. Which would be a larf, is if we go Control C and wait for the game, and then do that. Holy shit! Braking engines. Thank God the reactor's on. what we'll do is we'll fly this into the minefield. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do what everyone else does, and we'll cut a hole in the window. Can I? Yes, thank you. 0. And then we'll get into the bridge. Of course, the raised bridge, because, you know, captain's important. And here we are. Turn, please, sir. Oh yeah, I think she's got no gyros. 1 second. All right, that's better now. Frame rate drop. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to try and use a different software for recording. Actually, if it's gonna be this bad, I've got OBS, so I think that actually has a recording feature. Who knows? As you can see, we've got a little bit of the. We're using the assemblers as detail patches on the back as well. I like that. We've also got one of those pillars with a light on the end as part of a little com array. So that's something. I really want a cockpit view for this, like the large ships. We're going to go just straight for the minefield. And then what we'll do is we'll go, suddenly we've realized that there are mines. Turn the ship. Turn the ship. Turn. No. Brake. No. And that is devastating. We've lost a piece of the ship. The bridge remained intact, but the entire internal section of this ship is cored. I'm pretty sure an insurance company would call this a write-off. I mean, can you drive it? Yeah, you can drive it, but that doesn't really have any relevance. But this thing is gone. She's voided, and yeah, that's where I stuck all the gyros. But she is completely butchered. Look at all that. Bridge actually survived unharmed. So did the starboard side crew quarters, because obviously those were facing away, but that is cored. It's actually, are we killing our own velocity here? No, we're still travelling at 45 meters per second. Let's see if we can negate that by moving our active thrusters. Yeah, we're negating it now. Alright, that took a little while for the ship to, symmetry, for the ship to settle. So we're just going to take a look. There's the window I came in. And we'll just take the stairwell. There's no grav gens on this ship, so we're kind of having to float around a bit. Actually, you know what? Let's solve that issue right now, shall we? Like that, and jetpack off. Thank you. We have to deal with the funny little head bob, but hey, what's wrong with that? So we come down the neck. We'll go down the left side, and we won't. And if we fall off there, we're going into the void. So a jetpack on. The right side, however, the stairwell goes on a little bit further, but then it's gone. It's gone. This is the cargo hold. 1 crate, 2 crates remaining. Oops, hitting things. Wow. Some of the lights remained. This is the upper deck. The Jeffries tube, part of it remaining. Going down into the well. Didn't actually go down into the well of the reactor room, but kind of arranged those tiles on the. I like how you can rotate in all axes. It's confusing sometimes, but it means you can hide all the detail panels sometimes, which is nice. But yeah, that's well and truly cored. I mean, I think the first thing that happened was the main engines were ripped out. I'll have to review the footage. It's going to be fun. But she's done. It's crew quarters. Actually, let's check this crew quarters out, because this middle one looks like, does it still have a floor? Partially. Let's get up there. I've just been playing Kerbal Space Program, and I'm an old man, so switching between control schemes is hard. Like flying a Kerbal EVA. Well, this room's pretty. I mean, it's whole, but it's pretty fucked. Yeah, I would not rate it as an accommodation. There's only one thing left to do. Let's shoot it and destroy it. Okay, here we go. Turn that off. I've just mined the whole thing, so let's go. Bit of bullets. Can I can't do. Interesting. Can I? Give me that gun. Ah, yes, I can. No? There we go! Disintegration! Oh, a little bit of the hull remained. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to work some more on this ship. Oh dear. It's just the bottom of the engine room, the reactor room left. Yeah, I'm going to work some more on this ship. I'm going to play with turrets a bit, I think, actually. Yeah, little turrets for big ships. I kind of want to get this ship done here, so I can move on to a couple of military ships that I've got in mind. Sort of cigars in space, almost cylinders, torpedoes, that kind of thing. Space torpedoes, space submarines. Quite fond of that. Oh, that's a bit bent up, isn't it? Is that actually attached? No. Bye. I like that you can push stuff away with this. Such a visceral sound, you know. Anyway, that's it from me, and that's it from Space Engineers. So, bye-yous!